Okay, welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Okay, as you guys can see here, Janet Yellen rate hike, probably appropriate in the coming months. Okay, this is the same woman that was saying for a long time that the American economy had recovered. Okay, that there was nothing wrong with the American economy. It had recovered and it was doing great. Yet this woman has had one rate hike in the last 3 years. She's been talking about a recovery. Okay, so now she's saying that the rate hike is probably appropriate in the coming months. Now remember, she was supposed to do what, four rate hikes this year? She's done one. No, she hasn't done any rate hikes this year. The rate hike was December, okay, 2015, which almost collapsed the whole entire Wall Street market in January, which started off the first two worst weeks ever to start a year in Wall Street. So I mean, this is So let's just say if she does one in July, right? Let's say she does one in July, or she surprises us in June. Me personally, I want to see the Dow at 20,000 before she does one, and I think maybe she wants to too. Maybe she wants to see the Dow at 20,000 before she does one because she knows what's going to happen. So to cover herself, get the Dow to 20,000 and then do the rate hike, and that will bring the Dow back down to about 13 to 15,000. So it won't make her look that bad, okay? The Dow was at 20,000, now it's at, after the rate hike, it's at 50, 13, 14, 15,000. It's right back to where it almost was before I did the rate hike. So it covers her a lot better if she can get the Dow to 20,000 plus and then do the rate hike. So, So it says here that Janet Yellen said Friday an interest rate hike is probably appropriate in the coming months if economic data improve. So you're telling me that, okay, hold up, there was a recovery. You said out your mouth, and so did many people on the mainstream media, that there was a recovery. Now you're saying that, well, I can't do it because the economic data need to improve. But if there's already a recovery, what is there that needs to be improved? If there's already a recovery, then you should be doing rate hikes. It doesn't make any sense that you're talking about the economy now when the economy has already recovered. You've been saying that you for 3 years, Janet Yellen said that the economy had recovered and it was doing great. Then you started saying all this stuff about, well, the economy looks sluggish now. Well, if it's already recovered, who cares what it looks like right now? It's already recovered in what you've been saying and what the mainstream media has been saying. So we know that it's all lies. That's why she had that nervous breakdown, and she's running out of options. The lies cannot go on, cannot continue, and it's going to be a nightmare situation here in America, especially if she raised rates in June or July. We're going to see the dollar go down below 90. We're going to see. I mean, the one in December took the dollar all the way to 91, 92. This rate hike, if we see one, which we probably will, it's going to either June or July, or August or September, before October, I believe. I think before October, or maybe she might do it October 1st, 2016, when the Chinese yuan is activated into the SDRs. I don't know, but I think I really, for me personally, I want to see one when the Dow's at 20,000, and then that should trigger a lot of things as well. So let me see here. She says her remarks. Hold on. She says it's appropriate, and I've said this in the past. I think for the Fed to gradually and cautiously increase our oversight interest rate over time, and probably in the coming months, such a move would be appropriate. She said in response to a question, okay, at Harvard. Okay, what the world happened? Okay, I think I pressed the wrong button. Okay, but she's saying here, look, she's saying here gradually and cautionally. This is not supposed to be words being used from somebody that was talking 3 years straight about a recovery of the American economy. Okay? It's what a joke. She says so now she's saying that the economy is continuing to improve. Here we go again. If the economy has recovered and continues to improve, then how come you haven't done it? How come you've done one rate hike? Okay, in what nine? In Obama has done one rate hike in 7 years. Okay, and Janet Yellen. How long has Janet Yellen been in office? I don't know. 7 years too. One rate hike, but we've recovered. Remember, the economy continues to improve. Remember. Oh man, if economy is improving and it has recovered, there is no caution to any rate hike. You just do it. Point blank. There is no caution. There's nothing. There's nothing you have to do but just do the rate hike. But she can't do that. It says the economy is continuing to improve. Yeah, that's a lie. Adding that she sees growth picking up after a sluggish first half. Hold up. How's the economy improving if there was a sluggish first half? Oh my God. Janet Yellen is over her head, man. Over her head. Oh, they put her in such a bad position, and she's just they asked this woman to just lie and lie and lie and lie. Oh boy. And those who watch and those who follow the financials and those who know financials and those who know Wall Street, I mean, this is just I mean, it's just laughable. Yellen added that the oil prices and the dollar are roughly stabilizing, which would help to push inflation towards the Fed's goal. Well, look, Janet Yellen, if you do a rate hike and the dollar's at 95, I guarantee you the dollar is going to be at 85 when, before you start to try to save it again. Um, you know, which they'll probably try to. They'll probably try to save the dollar, you know what I mean, as it continues to fall out of 90. They'll try to save it and keep it at, try to bring it back to 90. I don't know how lucky they're going to be with that. And we already know that they're saving QE4, quantitative easing for when it's all said and done in America, right? So she doesn't want to bring up QE because that would mean that they failed. Okay, that will mean that there's no recovery. So she's not going to bring up QE. They're doing the rate hike thing right now, wasting time, buying time. And then once it's all said and done and she has no other option, she's going to do QE4. And I've already told several people that I know on my business team and in my investment squad that when we see QE4, you better get there. I'm not gonna say that word because I said I wasn't gonna say that word out of context any longer, so I'm not gonna say HELL. But you better get the HELL, okay, out of America because that's I mean you're gonna be locked in here. Okay, so that's the end game. We already know about it. I did the video on what is the end game, and I told you guys it's QE4. So and a lot of you guys love that video, that audio. I don't know. I have to go back and actually look at how many likes were on there, but a lot of people. I believe it had a lot of likes, a lot of views. And it was called I think it's called What is the End Game? Okay, you're not gonna be able to see the likes and stuff because everything on this channel is blocked, right? The rating in the comment section, so I'm able to talk the way I want to talk. You know what I mean? The mainstream, the main channel, Currency 365, I have to be more political correct and blah blah blah. Okay, but this channel, I get to talk the way I want to talk. It's still in a godly manner, but I get to talk the way I want to talk. Okay, so yeah, so the end game is QE4. They're holding off on that. Okay, so that is a blessing in disguise because it gives us time to get these investments done and get us out of, if you guys want to leave America, it gives you time to leave. It gives you time to do other planning. It gives you time to get into to research or pray about the safe zones in that are going to be in America and maybe look at places to land to buy in the safe zones in America. I was talking to one of my prophet friends. What was it, a couple of days ago, and we were talking about and discussing the safe zones. Okay, so pretty interesting because I think we're going to be having a lot more conversations about safe zones in the near future. Okay, but we're still young in this. We still have some time, which is a great thing because time is going to be key here. And I'm going to make sure that God willing, I'm gonna make sure that everybody that everybody on my Patreon, everybody that's in my investment team, personal team, everybody on 365, everybody that's with me on Eyes Open Media. We need to make sure that we know the safe zones. We need to make sure that we are, we have a plan to get out the time that we need to get out. Okay, we have to have a plan, and we also need to be led by the Holy Spirit, right? So we need to make sure we pray about what is our plans, where should we go, where are the safe zones for us? Because everybody, just because there may be like 4 or 5 safe zones, right? But that doesn't mean that's your safe zone. You see what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that that's your safe zone. Your safe zone might be in the middle of chaos, but you're ordained to be in that chaos. You see what I'm saying? So you never know. Some people are not meant to be in the safe zone. Some people are meant to be in the chaos because out of that chaos, you're built to save people, or bring people to Christ to be saved. So everybody can't run to the safe zone. People might have to be in the midst of all the craziness and be that light in the craziness to be able to bring people back to God in that craziness. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's kind of interesting, isn't it? Okay, so I think is that it? Cause this woman Jenny Yellen, I mean, we just need to. I mean, they have done her so bad. I feel bad for her. That's why I always say, man, I feel bad for her because they put her in a position, like I always tell you, when they make a woman, in these positions, it's for a reason because they're trying to destroy something. Okay, they don't put these women in position because they want a woman in position. Okay, they put women in positions in like this because they want to destroy something and blame the women for destroying it. And that's what they're doing here. The feds is being destroyed, and Jenny Yellen is a woman that is taking all the blame for the destruction of the Fed. And she's going to take all the blame for the destruction of the market. She's going to take the blame for the destruction of the US dollar. Everything's going to be on her. God forbid, she just collapses from all this stress. You know what I mean? I mean, she had a nervous breakdown last year. We saw it. So she's going to take the blame for everything that's coming to America, and it's going to be on her. She took the job. We know that. But at the same time, she probably was, they tricked her. But point blank simple, I'm pretty sure she didn't know. She didn't know what was coming. She didn't know that this was going to happen to her. Most likely, maybe she did because in the beginning, when I heard her name, I said, "Oh man, they're gonna use her to print money like crazy." This is back in 2006, 2000 and no, hold on, this had to be like 2008, 2009, something like that, right? So Janet Yellen's been there probably like what, since 2009 maybe? I don't know. But anyways, I can't remember. But anyways, when she first came on, and they introduced her name, and Obama said Janet Yellen was going to be the new Fed president or whatever. I wrote on Facebook back then. I said they're gonna use this woman to print money like we've never seen money printed before, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, they printed QE2, QE3, QE4. I mean, not QE4 yet. We're going to see QE4, but hopefully they can hold that off for until at least end of 2017, 2018 range. Hopefully, if not, if we see QE4 mid 2017, oh Lord, I mean, is that enough time for us to prepare ourselves? No, you know what I mean. It's not. Okay. So we need to see QE4 like 2018, 2019. I think at that time everybody will be more manageable. We will be more prepared of what to expect, where to go. We've already been searching the world, traveling the world, doing a lot of things, and we already received answers from the Lord about where to go, how to prepare ourselves. We already had bought in all the food that we need, have gold and all that other stuff. We'll be prepared. Okay. So, anyways, the Fed looking to raise interest rates, June, July, August. Peace out.